guys, welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well and staying positive out there. It is never a dull and boring moment in crypto, finance, or the stock market. That is why I love doing daily market updates. Now today, yes, I'm at home. It is Saturday, the 7th of September, 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, this year is almost over. Can you freaking believe that? I do have my espresso. It is nearly 2 p.m. here at the time of recording. I can never have enough espresso. Anyway, guys, the crypto markets have been a little bit volatile. A lot of selling. I mean, a significant amount of selling pressure on the markets. But this is why I'm still bullish on investing when there are when there's blood in the streets, right? Anyway, I've got some interesting updates, of course, about Ripple and XRP. That is a given on my channel. Bullish as anything. I follow the money. The SEC, again, is still pursuing this lawsuit with Coinbase. Solana at 142 US dollars. Let's see where this is going to go based on historical market cycles. And of course, Bitcoin's 2024 trajectory right here. And this is pending on obviously the US election, but I'm still bullish as anything. Going to go over my 3 commerce trading bots, which again, I just got back up and running. Yesterday, if you watched on my channel, I love this software. It's incredible. It's making passive income, literally, right? Also, we're going to go over the exchange that I'm using. And of course, X, which there are some interesting updates as well going on X, of course. Anyway, guys, let's get into the video. Massive shout out and thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you are new, make sure you smash the subscribe button down there and turn on that little bell notification as well, because as you can see right here, I absolutely love documenting my journey with investing with cryptos, dividend stocks, growth stocks, talking about passive income, building financial freedom, and of course my goal at the end of the day is to build generational wealth. So come along on this insane journey that we've all been on. It's been ridiculous. Also, if you can give this video a thumbs up, watch it straight through, it would really help me push this channel out to a lot more people, because the YouTube algorithm is absolute magic when you find, ladies and gentlemen, do that. So make sure you give it a thumbs up. Doesn't cost you anything. It's down there. Thank you very much. You guys rock. Also, a little disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and due diligence with this stuff. All right, formalities are out of the way. Yes, my neighbor has got a freaking air compressor going. I hope you guys can't hear that, but it's literally been going since this morning and it's driving me mad. But anyway, this is what happens in Australia. People do a lot of housework and chores on a Saturday, right? Anyway, let's get into the community tab, and there's some updates here, but we've got, according to a crypto market expert, of course, there's a lot of experts out there, when the Federal Reserve obviously cut interest rates back in August 2019, Bitcoin witnessed a surge of 20% in one freaking week. The reserve banks, the Federal Reserve here, all across the world, they have to start cutting rates. It's just getting absolutely absurd. Everything is going up. They need to start bringing that down. But of course, we may not see a drop in that until well and truly into next year. So we'll see what happens with that. Top altcoins in my portfolio again. I've been posting up a lot, by the way, in the Wall Street Bull University. If you have not joined, the link is in the community tab and in the video description. Go join up to that. We had Ubix Network, which is like a Russian-based Ethereum. It is a very, very low cap gem, in my opinion. Reef, I love Reef. Sui, I'm bullish as anything on Sui. DAG and Omi. Sui is also a major sponsor for the Red Bull Formula One team. That's freaking awesome. Now, this is bullish as well. MasterCard launches crypto debit card in Europe, allowing users to pay with XRP. Just want to point out, I don't pay with anything other than USDT, or of course USDC. And of course, when it starts to go live, RLUSD, which is Ripple stablecoin. I don't pay with cryptocurrencies. That is just stupid, unless you need to do that, of course. Just putting that out there, guys, because again, if you're paying with Bitcoin and Bitcoin ends up going to, say, $1 million in the next 10 years, your hamburger or coffee or bottle of water, unless you need to, would have cost a lot of money. So bear that in mind. I don't spend any of my cryptos, and especially XRP, knowing the utility of the coin, right? That is bullish as well. Current active map of Ripple payments. I mean, all of the Asia Pacific region, including Australia. We've got South America as well. And of course, Europe. Look at the United States right there. That is just shocking. Thank you, Gary Gensler, you absolute clown. Just pointing that out there. Now, again, we did have Ripple file a letter requesting a stay on the monetary portion of the court's judgment entered on the 7th of August. The SEC consented to the request for the stay. Let's see what happens with this. Again, the lawsuit is still ongoing in terms of the potential appeal. We're going to get into that in a moment. But anyway, let's go to CoinMarketCap. It's not going to be a long video today. Total of $1.9 trillion today in market cap. Again, is extremely low. And again, I'm extremely bullish because there's literally blood in the streets, right? Great time to dollar cost average. I'm not saying go and invest all your money, but think about it. That's not financial advice. Volume is $98 billion, 55% Bitcoin dominance, and the fear and greed index is quite low, literally at 26 right there. I mean, it's getting on to extreme fear. I love it when there's fear in the streets because this is when real money's made, all right? If you've got the cojones to basically back it up, right? Anyway, Bitcoin sitting at $53,833. It is down nearly 5% today. It's always down over the weekends, and there's been a lot of selling because, you know, there's institutions selling off big money here, and we'll get to that in a moment. Ethereum's at 2,239. Solana's at $125. I'm bullish on that. XRP's at 52 cents. Let's go down to the banking coins. XLM, 8 cents right here. Sui, 83 cents. Hedera at 4 cents as well. And ALGO's 11 cents today. Keep scrolling down, guys. Quant is at $57. My entry point was 60. Gosh, it was around about 64, 65 USD. So 80 Australian dollars. So it's dropped a lot. Just, it's insane. WorldCoin is a banking coin, $1.32 USD. Then we start getting into the lower caps right here. XDC at 2 cents. And of course, Casper, that's CSPR. Very, very bullish on that. And Constellation DAG. I do have a watch list, which I'll share in the Patreon today at some stage. I've been posting up a lot in there as well. So go join up to that, guys. The link is below. Again, I've got all my bots, buys, sells, trades, indicators, news before I go live on the channel. My dividend investing, which again is extremely bullish at the moment, guys. My couple of stocks that I've invested in have been doing incredibly well in terms of that dividend cash flow. So that's the main reason why. Cash flow every single week. That is bullish, and of course every single month. So there was a dividend that was paid out from one of my holdings that was about $3.65 per share US dollars for the month. Absolutely insane. Anyway, guys, go join up. You'll see that in the Wall Street Bull University and obviously all of the 3 commas bots. Now, again, I did set up a new 3 commas bot yesterday on the channel. Again, this is a new bot. Again, links for 3 commas are below. You will get a discount on your membership if you feel like trading the markets. I've got one bot set up that is a multi-bot on Gate.io. So again, I've basically stopped using OKX because it was just a freaking nightmare. It's a great exchange, but the regulatory constraints on the exchange have just killed it, in my opinion. Anyway, guys, so let's have a look at the bot that I've got set up on Gate.io, which allows to trade with leverage in Australia, believe it or not. Now, again, I've got a lot of coins here now. Aave, Acro, AVAX, Phantom, Jasmy, Ondo, Reef, Rune, Sats, Shiba Inu, Sui, Monero, and of course XRP. Bullish as anything, I've got my base order at 22 USD. Current leverage is at 5x. I do not recommend going any higher than that. I mean, you can, it's up to you. I even think 5x is too high. And again, basically all the parameters are set up here as per the video yesterday, and go check that out on the channel. 3 commas link is below. I'm using the monthly pro plan. Up to you. You can use the yearly. It's up to you. And the compressors just stopped. Thank the Lord. Anyway, guys, going to Gate.io, you can see it's just still activating trades right here. I've got all my positions opened up. Really, really nice to see that, guys. Yes, this one's in profit right here. This one is in profit. This one is in profit. This is set to, I believe it's 1.5% profit on every deal. And these trade 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Bearing in mind, the market is extremely volatile, so be careful with the trading bots. Don't go too crazy on the leverage, whatever you do, because you will get liquidated. And believe me, it's happened many freaking times. I remember one day I got liquidated $6,000 in less than an hour. This is what happens, all right? Very, very volatile, so be careful. But the bots work, all right? They actually work. If I come to the assets, yes, I only started them up yesterday. Now, again, it is making profits right there. So it's small profits because I've got small money, but it's still profit. So go check it out. Going to crypto bubbles on the hour, basically, the biggest gainers are Optimism, up 1.4%. Sui's down 1.4%. Algorand up 0.8% as well. It's very, very low. On the day, it's still literally a sea of red. But if you go to the year, of course, we do have some gainers like Solana, we have Floki, Pepe, very, very nice. Helium token is also one that I'm trading with the bots. Now, though the SEC may choose to not appeal, this is the Ripple news, on August 7th decision, Ripple's lawyers requested that 111% of the monetary judgment be placed into a bank account to obtain a stay. Legal team defending Ripple Labs against the case, obviously Stuart Algorand, against the case filed by the SEC, or Gary Gensler, the idiot. Basically, they were ordered to pay $125 million. In September 4th, filing the U.S. District Court of the Southern District of New York, Ripple's lawyers said that the SEC had agreed to request a delay in the payment of the judgment after September 6th. Legal team proposed that Ripple place 111% of the judgment amount, roughly $139 million, into a bank account until 30 days after the time to appeal expires the resolution of any appeal. So that's interesting. The filing appeared by laying groundwork for a potential appeal by the SEC, as executives of Ripple alluded to the August 7th judgment. At the time, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse called a decision a victory for Ripple. Legal officer Stuart Algorand said that the company would respect the $120 million fine. There's a lot of money in Ripple, guys. I just showed you where they're transacting around the world. Think about that for a moment. At the time of publication, Judge Torres, overseeing the case, had not signed off on the request. Any appeal would be likely mean that Ripple's case with the SEC was not yet finished after being first filed in December 2020. Under the court guidelines, either the side of the 60 days to file an appeal if the United States or Office of Agency of the United States is a party. And the SEC alleged that Ripple again used XRP as unregistered securities. We all know this. Let's see what happens if the SEC chooses to appeal the case. Now, again, the SEC is still going after Coinbase, which is a nightmare. A New York judge granted Coinbase partial access to the SEC's documents, but denied Gary Gensler's subpoena in the SEC Coinbase lawsuit. And Coinbase's legal team seeks documents related to tokens of the SEC's complaint and internal deliberations. This is basically like discovery. And a separate class action lawsuit accuses Coinbase of misleading investors by downplaying the likelihood of the SEC enforcement. So it's still going on with Coinbase, even though they have approved Coinbase stock on the Wall Street exchange. It's interesting. So keep an eye on that. I don't think they're going to cause any issues because, Coinbase is the custodian for a lot of big players, including BlackRock. It's not going to happen. We have Solana, $242. Obviously, the fifth largest crypto by market cap has seen some extreme volatility this year. But the shift in market sentiment has seen altcoins price decline by 40% in the charts from its $209 all-time high. And in fact, at the time of writing, Solana was trading at $130, which has go down. Historically, 2 weeks before the Solana breakout, Solana tends to see a price upswing. In 2021, it surged by 35%. In 2022, by another 35%. In 2023, by 60%. Now we're 16 days away from the 2024 Solana breakout event. Bullish as anything, cannot wait for that. Now my neighbor's dog's going crazy. Lily. Anyway, Bitcoin's 2024 trajectory may mimic 2019 style trend. And again, this is interesting. But we can see right here, crypto expert and engineer has offered insights to the aftermath of Bitcoin's price performance following the Fed's interest rate cut expected to take place on September 18th this month. The expert predicts that the Bitcoin could experience a similar price impact in 2024 to the one seen in 2019 after rates were reduced. Now, basically, it could see a 20% surge in 1 week. However, it could basically, flatten out. And this is normal. This is market movements, all right? So you're going to see it doing this. But if you look out basically on the charts, it is still steadily going up, which is nice as well. But anyway, let's go to CryptoMeter.io. There's not a lot happening in the markets because everyone's fearful. BNB, we've got money going into Solana, Sui, TRX, Cardano, which is interesting, Bitcoin, and XRP. That is nice. You can see that. Look at that. Very, very nice. Right here, USDC to USDT, $55 million. People are buying. Let's go to X, and then we'll end up in here, guys. And thank you to those 6,600 plus people that follow me on X. I really appreciate it. Fiat in Venezuela is so worthless, people leave it on the streets. This is why crypto and Bitcoin's king. Brad Garlinghouse, CEO, predicted that the SEC chair, Gary Gensler, would resign himself. I doubt that. He would go freaking kicking and screaming. Let's have a listen at this, guys. This is bullish for Ripple and XRP.
Throughout the globe, and they did not have pre-funded relationships with each other. What we did was we gave these failed banks some XRP and asked them to settle within themselves. And it worked beautifully. But then they came back and said, you know what, this works beautifully and we would love to adopt it, but we cannot. And precisely the exact reason just you mentioned about Basel's capital requirements, regulatory uncertainty, and so on. So they said that A, it's volatile, B, there are no set of regulations, so we cannot hold those assets in our books. So we actually went back to the drawing board and said, okay, look, how do we change this? Which is why we came up with this product called XRapid. And again, I absolutely agree with Lisa, so we actually piloted, instead of piloting with big banks, we piloted with the big payment providers because they were more willing to do this. And you know what? It actually now works because they don't have to hold the digital asset on their books, but using the piece of software, XRapid, they can actually connect to a digital asset exchange, convert fiat to XRP real time, and then XRP to fiat in real time in the other leg. And the entire transaction happens in 3 seconds. And so there is no case of volatility risk as well. And I think, to your point, just one more point. For any adoption of any technology, I think the intersection of 3 points is really, really important. Financial services, technology, and regulations. I think since the time Bitcoin was implemented, there was this notion that down with banks, down with central banks, Bitcoin will replace fiat currency. Clearly that has not happened. And I think what's important really is, and that's something that Ripple has taken into its approach by collaborating with regulators and central banks across the globe. I think that's essential.
I mean, people need to understand they need to follow the money, right? I just don't get it why people don't follow the money. Basically, the odds of a recession might be rising. I think there is definitely going to be one. If you haven't joined the Wall Street Bull, go join it, guys. That is a bullish picture right there. Nice. There were $20.3 billion of shorts will basically be liquidated if Bitcoin hits $70,000. That'll be bullish. Yes, MasterCard launches crypto debit card in Europe, allowing users to spend self-custodial wallets at 100 million merchants. That is bullish. Hash rate has hit an all-time high, and the stock market has basically seen one of the worst weeks since March 2023. Great time to buy the dip. Anyway, guys, XRP is absolute king. I'll speak to everyone tomorrow. Stay safe, guys. Have a good one. Peace. Bye.